Hello and welcome to the Last Walks blog. Yes, it's me, I'm back with James. We are back on vlog duty as Gills take on Oldham Athletic at Priestfield this afternoon. As Steve Lovell still searches for that elusive first home win in the league in his spell in charge. We've obviously, as everyone knows, we've been really good on the road. But we've been struggling to pick up wins at home, and today's opponents in Oldham are another one of them, like we keep having in the home fixture at the moment, where it's a team in and around us that ideally we need to be picking 3 points up from, because all the time we're winning away, it's all well and good, but we need to back that up at home and start making Priestfield into not even a fortress as such. We've just got to start picking up some more points than we are. James, are you confident about today?
I don't know. It's a potential banana skin again, isn't it? It's in terms of, it's one of those ones that on paper we should pick up the 3 points, but like you say, Lovell has struggled in home games, but it certainly answer any questions that I have of him as manager. And yeah, it's another 6 points today for Gills, and if we go and win it, it'll be fantastic, and it'll pull us even further away from the relegation zone, which obviously last week pulled ourselves out of, and if we can start climbing up the table, then it'll give us something to hold on to, because we don't want to be fighting the drop come towards the end of the season, do we? So we need to start winning these type of games, and let's start with today.
Yeah, obviously we was at Walsall last week, and we said it was a different type of, whereas we'd beaten, Rotherham, Peterborough away. Walsall was a slightly different game in the sense that they are in and around us in the table, but obviously they were at home. So again, being the home team, there was that onus on them that their fans were expecting them to go and get on the front foot, and whereas today, where it being at our place, Oldham might not do that. They might, although to be fair, they seem to be a very different Oldham team to what they were last year, where they didn't score any goals and they relied on clean sheets a lot. Whereas this year, they've had a lot of 3-2s and 2-2s and all that kind of stuff. So it might become an open affair this afternoon, which I'm not sure whether that would suit us or not.
Don't know.
Maybe it's one of them.
Potentially, it suited us at Rotherham, didn't it? Where it was a bit open.
But no, I think we'll edge it today. Maybe 2-1, I reckon.
I'm going to go 2-1. I think 2-1.
I think Eves and Wilkinson will continue up front. And I'm going to go for 1 each for them two. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon Eves are getting the score sheet today, and I reckon Parker.
Eves and Parker?
Yeah, Eves and Parker.
Okay, so we are both going for Gills wins. Must be a blue moon coming tonight. But yeah, we'll look forward to bringing you some more reaction and opinion once the teams come out and as the game progresses this afternoon. Right, so the teams are out. Nothing too surprising from a Gills point of view, really. Could be a 4-4-2, could be a 3-5-2. I'll work on the assumption it will probably be the 3. Possible back 3 of Ogilvie, Zakuani and O'Neill, with Parker and Clare providing the width from the wing-back areas. Byrne and Hessenthaler playing in central midfield, with Lee Martin in the 10. And then once again, it is Tom Eves and Connor Wilkinson up front. Alternatively, we could. The thing I found with games I've seen under Steve Lovell is that we do change formations quite a lot during games. So it's a bit hard to second guess how we're going to be playing. So it could also be a 4-4-2 where we could have Clare and Ogilvie as full backs, with O'Neill and Zakuani at centre back, with Martin, Parker, Hessenthaler and Byrne in midfield, with even Wilkinson up front. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But it's important for Gills to make sure we start well, start bright, get on the front foot nice and early, get the crowd going. If we could nick an early goal, it would really stands in good stead for the game going forward, because, like I said in the intro, Oldham have been in good form under Richie Wellens, and if they get in front, they might make it quite difficult for us. Yeah, it's a big game for this for Gills, as they all are when you're down the bottom. We managed to get out of the relegation zone in recent days, but it's important that we don't assume that's job done now. We have to carry on building that and try to start moving further up the table and open up a gap between ourselves and the bottom four. And winning at home to teams like Oldham is what's going to give us the opportunity to do that. I'm just on my way around to the ground now, and hopefully we'll bring you.
Of over 29 years, he's working with us on his final going to make that statement apparent. His final bill was a player for the Gills from 1945 to 1961, making over 200 appearances.
Opening 26 minutes here at Gills. Gills come really close to the opening goal. Good bit of hold-up play by Conor Wilkinson. Played it onto Eves. He spun, drove, played it out to Wagstaff. Wagstaff across the face of the goal. Parker should have got there. Still 0-0. Reece, what we made of the opening 26, 27 minutes?
Well, it's only really been 15 minutes, because obviously we had that. Hopefully Martin's all right, and it didn't look particularly promising. I've never seen someone get carried out with anything before on a stretcher. So yeah, we're on for 10 minutes of injury time already in this half. But no, apart from that little chance that you've just explained now, I think Oldham have been the better. Owen Doyle just had a little chance here, great little touch. Good recovery tackle from Zakuani. Not an awful lot of quality on show at the moment. With the sub we made for Martin, personally I would have moved Wagstaff into Claire's position at right wing back and put Claire in the 10, but Lovell's chosen to do it the other way around, so we'll see how it goes. But no, still waiting for this game to get going really.
Definitely. Still 0-0. Right, half time, Gillingham 0, Oldham 0. Reece, Josh, hello. Tomo have joined me. Fantastic four. Come to you first, Josh.
All right, hello.
What have you made of it?
Scrappy, very scrappy. Neither side's been great. Better than the midfield, really, isn't it? I'd say. We haven't had a lot of good service. I mean, one big injury.
Yeah.
And a lot of little injuries as well. That must have been like the longest old football I've ever seen. But yeah, just quite a dull affair so far.
Reece?
They've been the better team. I think they've had the better openings. Holy's made one brilliant save. That strike from range. I've never seen a ball move so much. So he's done well to get a strong hand on it. For me, obviously we're a long way away. That's a penalty on Wilkinson up there.
Yeah.
I think the defender, he's blindsided the defender who's not seen him coming. He's come from behind him, nicked the ball, and he's fouled him. So maybe we've been hard done by on there. But I think in open play, I don't think we're creating an awful lot. For me, I say it most weeks to you, Eve spends too much time out wide and in between the goalposts, so we can't get any sort of service into the box because he's not there. Don't think Bird and Hess and Tyler are doing an awful lot at the moment. But the game's there to be taken. Oldham have battered us. They've edged it slightly, I think. Like Josh said, it's a very scrappy game. Constantly being stopped because every time someone gets hit with the ball, they're rolling around on the floor for some reason. Maybe it's just the cold, I don't know. But
one criticism I give is that we're not winning nothing yet. And that's where we're losing the game at the moment. We're not winning anything yet.
They are playing quite directly.
Yeah, very long ball, aren't they?
But we're lucky, Zach Iwanic's had a great game.
He's made a couple of good last challenges. Yeah, still we've not got an awful lot on the bench. Obviously we've got Hughes and Amer, but they're defensive players. We need time to try and get a goal in here.
Yeah, List, Cundall, Chapman.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think one goal would win this actually.
Tomo?
Yeah, no, I agree with what both just said there. It has been a scrappy game. We could have had a penalty from Wilkinson. I really do not favour O'Neill on that left-hand side for a start. I've just heard the announcement about Lee Martin, which is good news to hear. He's been taken to the hospital for precautionary, so that's good to hear. Yeah, it's just a scrappy game at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully second half will improve it.
What prediction for the second half? Do you think we're going to go on and win this game?
Possibly, yeah. Well, I can see it being a draw. Hopefully we'll up it and we'll get a win.
Yeah. Cheers, Tomo.
Here we go. Joined by Dom.
Mr. Blackpool.
How you feeling after your foray and return from?
I'm feeling good. It was a bit of a slog, but yeah, worth it in the end.
Yeah. What have you made the first half?
Two poor teams. I think the way it's going to go is one team will win it. That's it.
One team will win it. Well, that is how football works.
But you know what I mean. It'd be either them or us. There won't be a draw. It'd be one lucky goal. Yeah. Someone will nick it. I don't know who it's going to be. Yeah.
What have Gills got to do different to what's
try and
happened in the first half?
attack.
It helps, doesn't it?
It's pretty similar to Tuesday night. We're sitting off a bit too much. We let them dictate the play. We need to get in their faces a little bit. But yeah, we're missing Bingham in midfield. We have done for the last week or so, but we're missing him big time. I don't think Aston Burnley's working out too well. I don't know what you guys think.
No, I just say.
Because you need to have one sitting and one attacking. Neither of them sit or attack. And there's always like a big gap in between. So,
We'll see for the second half.
well, there's not a lot you can bring on off the bench, is there? Maybe bring on List for a bit of pace, and then I don't know what else you can do. But no, there's not a lot of options. Just hopefully we don't lose it.
We'll try and bring you the rest of the second half and hopefully get ourselves a goal. Right, we're now in the Oldham Athletic, getting sent to eat after the game. Gillingham 0, Oldham 0. Reece,
Yes.
what did you make of the game?
It's another one of them frustrating ones where we've played at home against a team down the bottom of us and we've not been able to hit 3 points up. And to be honest, don't think we was worthy of a win today. I thought Oldham were the better team, not by a lot, but I think they probably created some of the clearer chances, more of them. Yeah, we just. I don't know what's wrong with us at home at the moment. We just can't get on the right side of games. Is it the fact that obviously we've done quite a bit of travelling recently, and where we haven't got a squad, and Lovell's not changing it, is he? Is it the fact that it might well be some fatigue? Could be an element of that, but that was our 10th home league game today. We've only won one. They've never known us to be so poor in front of our own fans. And, you know, like I said to you earlier in an earlier part of the vlog, is that if we really want to stay up, you can't just rely on winning away games. Yeah. Look at the season under Stimson. We was probably in the top 6 for home form, but where we couldn't win away, we ended up going down.
Could it happen this time?
It could happen in reverse.
Yeah.
And I seen Matt and Boz when I got into the ground, and I was saying to them, the problem is the away form at the moment is very, very good. That will not carry on for the same period of time. Eventually that will stop and we'll lose 2 or 3 away games.
Yeah.
If we then don't win at home in that period, we'll get sucked back into trouble again.
Yeah, obviously we're back in the relegation zone.
Yeah, on alphabetical order or something.
Yeah, it seems to be that.
Yeah.
It seems to be the fact that we've picked up some good wins under Steve Lovell, but we haven't moved.
No, that's because we're not beating the teams around us.
Yeah.
Which is the big problem. It's one of them ones that we could get to April, May, and sit there looking at these kind of games, the ones that could well be our downfall. It is all well and good going and pulling off results every now and then at your Rotherhams, Peterboroughs, but Oldham will probably be in that mini league of the bottom 7-8 teams that you need to try and finish above 4 off to stay up.
Yeah.
We're not beating any of them. I don't know what it is.
Question I want to put to you, Reece. Have Gillingham got enough to stand in this division?
I think we've got a chance because we're not the worst team defensively.
No.
I think we've had 3 or 4 nil-nils this season already, which obviously in comparison to last season is completely unheard of. I still have the question mark of us going forward.
Yeah.
Like today, the chances of what come from O'Neill's hit the bar from a free kick. It's like in open play. Parker's had one chance that he's blazed over. We have one flash across the face of the box in the first half.
Bernard won, didn't he?
Do we force the opposition goalkeeper into enough saves? And for me, the answer to that question is no. And little things as well. Like for me, for a big centre forward, he spends far too much time out wide instead of in between the goalposts where he's going to score the goals. Like the goals he has scored this season has been when he's been in that 6-yard box on the penalty spot, waiting for crosses, not when he's out there taking crosses himself. With no one to hit. So that's something that I'm always going to have to address. But no, obviously we have a break off the league next week. And then I don't even know who the next league game's against, to be honest with you.
I know we've got Oxford on the Tuesday and then
Plymouth away? Is that what it is? Plymouth away.
Yeah, it's Plymouth
There you
away.
go, another team down the bottom.
Yep.
It's another big game. They're bottom of the league, but they're only 3 points behind us. So it's a game that we can't afford to lose. Obviously, I think it's only 1 defeat in 9 or 10 under Lovell, which is all very promising in that sense.
We haven't moved, have we?
That's the problem. We need to start converting the draws at home into victories, especially against these lesser teams. If we want to open up breathing space between ourselves and the bottom 4.
Yep, agreed. So that is the end of the Matchday experience. Thank you for watching. Keep liking and keep subscribing, and we will join you next week for Carlisle United at home in the FA Cup second round. Lastly, up the Gills.